Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to LEGO The Hobbit. So, we're in a weird position. We need to go here and turn this in to get score times 4, but it's going to cost us 1.5 million studs to purchase that red brick, and since we don't have that amount because of poor uh, savings on my part, I suppose. Also for the fact that we've had to spend about 3 million studs in purchasing loot, we are gonna just move on to the next level, play that in free play. Hopefully we get enough in free play, and then we will be able to come back to that point and get score times 4. So there is one minifig in this section, and then everything else is friend or foe. Right, that's... Hopefully this is one of those really short levels. I think it might have been. We've been running into some short levels that turned into long levels, really, by the time you have to go through them once to all the way through to get every single collectible.
Seeking shelter for the night,
I wouldn't really mind if it was something closer to 35, 45, an hour long when playing in story mode alone, and then even up to 2 hours in free play mode. But I think more particularly I'd prefer there be no collectibles in story mode. You just play story mode once, and then all the collectibles are in the open world. The bear is watching. But we now know the bear is that guy, Bowen. We did unlock the mithril brick detector, it's just not very useful. All the mithril bricks are pointed in...
Not far from here, where we might...
it's just gonna point you to things you already knew existed, because the map shows them. I guess if you got the mithril brick detector before you had played any of the story levels, then you that would have helped. But as soon as you unlock the free play events, it shows you where they are. And mithril bricks usually don't require anything. I'm playing as the Hobbit. It is showing on the right now, and then the left. And you know what this usually means is it's right in the middle. No, it was on the right. Well, I'll have to come back at a later time, and to this, my goal now is to simply get studs. So just crash into everything. There's no like speed up or slow down here, or running into objects isn't slowing you down or anything like that. So I really am just randomly moving back and forth. I kind of wish we had worked our way up to bears from other animals all the way throughout the journey. Well, it won't be too hard to lean to the right when we restart the level. We just need to get all the collectibles here.
Open the door!
So... the question is this some kind of wizard that can turn him into? It's not fully explained, or well explained. Can he turn into something, or does he accidentally turn into things? Let's heal this animal. Let's see what that does. I don't even know what animal that is. It just got healed. A squirrel. Tiny little Lego squirrel. And then let's go ahead and switch to Legolas. I'm just gonna switch there. Alright, so that was the item. The design. Here we go. What am I supposed to do here? Let's go ahead and destroy this. Yeah, that just opens to a whole nother section. Switch this one to an elf 2. Oh, you did have to just jump up there. Interesting. Interesting that there wasn't more to it than that. Made it to Master Burglar quite nicely. Of course, my goal is to get 150,000 here, and we're only at 30,000. So I guess I should have been a little bit more focused on that. Alright, we need somebody that can dig, somebody that can build. That. Jeez, it feels like I could have collected that one without anybody's help. Let's see. None of these characters have a digging. Oh, he can dig. Put on the ring. Build this. Pull this down. Is this gonna open a new area? Yep. There's so much here. There's way too much. Let's see. Oh, that's a Morgul blade item. Here, let's turn into this guy. He can do this. There's a chicken head. That's one of the quests I know. We just got sheeps and pigs and everybody flying around. And here's the flying character. It's like every single rideable character they made in the game. They were probably testing in this area. You need one more bear statue. That's 4. Can you dig? No. Not him. Yeah, he can. Getting his pan all dirty. Slingshot target. So open this outhouse. in here we get a sheep using the bathroom. That is a cool design. Let's see. Switch now to somebody that can buddy up with me. Buddy up with ourselves, why not? Break everything around here. Unbuddy. Come over here, hit the B button. Click that. An axe. Some logs. Now I see one more thing getting pointed towards. Where is it? Far to the right here. How many? We have 4 collectibles. We missed one, so there's 3 of those in an item. I bet there's not anything more in this section. We're at 80,000 studs right now. So nothing more on the right. But we have this extra area over here on the left. It's pointing at a couple things to the left further that way. That might mean I missed something, or it might mean nothing at all. Okay, go clear that area out and jump it down the cellar. Hit that goblin. Hit that goblin. Hit that goblin. That's a good number. Can you start a fire? No. How about you? I bet you can. There's one under the stairs. Hidden. There's an item here. I think that was to start the fire. Actually, there's that item. And now we just need a wizard to hit this and get that. So that leaves everything. We're done. Then we are done. Now my only goal is to quickly finish this rest of this level and see if I can get 60,000 another 60,000 studs without wasting a bunch of time. So I don't think the bee is in there yet. I think that's later. These. Get some loot while we're at it. Hit all this. What if I hit that? Can't hit that. Alright. Build this. Pull this down on it. Turn that hive blue. So I guess I can use magic on it. That's an interesting system. It's like the green lantern can manipulate anything except for yellow items. I guess one thing you could say about the LEGO Batman series and the LEGO Marvel series is, in a similar way, not as bad, but a somewhat similar way. The stories don't get told in LEGO games. Now there is a ton of Batman and LEGO stories to be told, so you would have to really be hinted at. But I could certainly see why I would be a much more happy fan with playing those two games than playing this, as I've actually heard most of the stories as far as the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe. At least I know the general concepts. These games LEGO Lord of the Rings, LEGO The Hobbit, really haven't known anything. In large sections of the story are just brand new to me, and they feel like there's nothing happening in them. And I bet a few more things were actually happening. It's just the game didn't bother to tell or show what was going on. Here we go. Open this. This should finish the level off, I believe.
Come on, get inside!
What is that?
That is our host. His name is Beorn. He's a skin changer.
Skin changer.
He's leaving.
Get some sleep, all of you. You'll be safe here tonight.
And I don't think there's any more to this level. They just went from a pre-rendered cutscene to a in-game engine cutscene to a pre-rendered cutscene again. See, this would be a decent point in which the ring could have talked to everyone in that room and turned them against each other. And maybe that is what the story was. I didn't ever hear that being part of it. It would kind of make sense, but it feels like they were mostly against each other, or at least somewhat against each other, even from the beginning before the ring was introduced. And only slightly are against each other, let's be honest here. They still work together and defeated Smaug at the end. It's almost like it's a fantasy twist on working at a job with difficult co-workers. Is the Hobbit actually the office space of fantasy? That would be interesting, but I seriously doubt it would work as an argument. How many mithril bricks are we gonna get? 3, maybe? No, just 2. So we gotta quit the Middle Earth. That was 18 minutes. Now all we have to do is run back into the level and try it again. Free play. Here we go. Any character, doesn't matter. Start here. Start, go, 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 go.
Continuing their journey.
Hit,
An
start,
ill
hit,
feeling.
Y, skip, hold on the right. That's all I'm gonna do. Just hold to the right until I get the object and we save and exit. Now, the problem with free play mode, there we go, is there isn't a huge opportunity to get more more studs. We are 80,000 short. If I get all of the minifigs, I should get somewhere around 100,000, maybe? Hopefully? This is the only thing that could possibly save me. It got me over. It didn't give me 100,000 though, it got me like 50,000. I don't know why. I have no idea. Regardless, it solved our problem. Here is where we're going to go, and we're not going to get distracted. So we travel to the high pass and just go there, get the score multiplier. Then we can run back and see if we can get enough studs to unlock characters, which we probably can't. So we probably need to, oh, I don't know, run around and get some mithril objects. See, we can see the mithril detector there blinking, being somewhat helpful. That is the only thing the mithril radar would detect, though. That is the only radar that would work in free play, is what I meant to say there. Yes, because everything else is going to happen at different places. So yeah, like this guy just wants to make us do a quest. And we could certainly spend our time on that, but let's work our way this way first. How do we make it to this guy? Oh, come on. Game, don't turn your camera that way. Do I have to get up higher, or? Let's see, where does this lead? Somebody that can do Lego hooks. He can. And this goes here. That's another guy that wants something done. So many people want things done. We'll walk backwards in a second and get it. We have made some other mithril objects, so we will be able to turn some other things in.
This looks like fine craftsmanship indeed. I was just thinking then, if one mithril shadow blade gives you one ally, do you think you could make a shadow mithril shadow blade to give him his own ally? That rather made my brain hurt. Never mind.
So now there's two of them. Interesting. So if I equip that weapon, does that work for me too? Mithril shadow blade. Yep. It does. But I swear the last thing I need in this game is another character running around. That would be a nightmare. So instead, let's equip something else. Really? Are they both wearing the chicken hat? Nope, just me. I've got to equip a weapon, I guess. There we go. Let's ask this guy what he wants now.
What do you want? I was supposed to meet a fellow goblin here to make the drop, so clear off before you scare him away and blow the old deal.
So he wants somebody that is wearing the goblin hat, and I think goblin armor. Let's see. Do I have the goblin hat, but I don't think I have the goblin armor. Also need to hit pause in a second and enable the extra, so I have score times 8. Mithril mirror armor. Farmer's flight, snotty armor, cooking armor. We'll try. We'll see if this works.
What do you want? I was supposed to meet a fellow goblin here to make the drop, so clear off before you scare him away and blow the old deal.
So I don't know how much I would really need to do there turn this on. Score times 8. That's good to know. So the mithril detector is also going to be its own problem too. Is there really something down there? I don't think so. Have fall rescue enabled. Which I suppose saves me a little bit of time. Let's see, I think I need to switch to one of these guys. Getting back up is kind of difficult. Let's ask this guy what he wants.
My brother told me that not all stone giants are actually giants. Some are just normal size. But then they wouldn't be stone giants at all, would they? Just, well, stones, I suppose. Mini stone giants. Stone not so giant?
So yeah, this guy
Personally,
wants us
I
to
wouldn't
dress
be
up
able
as
to see.
that. Let's see. I think I made the custom character that looks like that. Nope. Not him. Nope. Not him. Nope. Nope. I guess I didn't. Alright. Move on to the next quest then. Let's move into... Do we have enough studs to purchase one of these characters? I think yes. Do we have enough studs to purchase both these characters? Maybe not. Maybe they'll both be very cheap. Like 45,000 for him. Purchase. That's one of them. And up here, as best as I can figure, this other character is not anybody. Let's see if my Elven and my attract studs will give me that purple one. No, I can't get that eye. So like this one here. There we go. Must not be in the building. Not that I can afford them anyways. So sadly, I need probably another 1,000,000 studs, which means I probably need to go play the bonus level again. Or just run around the world and focus on, how much is it? 30,000. Let's see, if I can break enough things around here, maybe I can get to 30,000. But this certainly is not sustainable. We need to run through the next level. And come on, almost there. Almost there. There we go. Purchase. There we go. My character gone. This thing takes forever to disappear. There we go. Let's set our path for this mithril brick, and then work this direction, and then work for these question marks, and work for these mithril bricks. This direction. Here. See, some of these question marks are probably things I've already started. Get up that direction. I wish the mithril brick detector was just showing me actual mithril bricks. Yeah, so you want 50,000 studs. And this is Pine Tree Forest. Where are we? What's attacking me? Orcs? All of a sudden? Why this would end up with me in a different place, I don't fully understand. What's this? Payment is required for your services. Promptly deposit goods in the buckets for collection. Thank you, the goblin. What does he want? 25 of those? I'll pay. The goblin scribe. What's this? Change the time of day. No thanks. Don't think I need to. So I get a little bit of studs. I find somebody to unlock. I spend those little bit of studs. What do you want?
Word on the mountain is that the Goblin King
Why am I
defeated
flashing
by a
different
band of
colors?
traveling dwarves. A fierce achievement indeed, but I fear their actions have incurred the wrath of an even greater danger. I go to face this threat now. Join me in battle.
Alright, we can do this quest. I'm waiting. Waiting for the door to open.
On your guard. Their awful singing voices are not to be reckoned with.
So, I don't think I have any disguise on or anything. I think this is intentionally what that guy's supposed to look like as a gag. Right, so I need to switch into somebody that can team up and buddy up. And then we need to switch to somebody else that can buddy up. Come on, where are you? Buddy up with me? Smash. Come on, buddy up. This is kind of an intense fight. Get it. We're getting resources. It would be nice if I had the extra enabled, or had the extra that gave me studs from. There we go. Clunky as ever, this game. You can see in the clunkiness why this wasn't in a level. Plus fighting this character in particular a second or third time, how many times it would have been, it's probably not super interesting or balanced out for the lack of content for the rest of the game. But You really can't have one thing work really well and then nothing else. You kind of have to keep things even.
Goodness. Was that the Goblin King's wife? Or perhaps his mother? Or maybe... Oh. Either way, you fought valiantly. which surely
Maybe it was the
deserves a
Goblin King
reward.
himself.
And let us hope there are no more where that came from.
Another mithril brick and an opportunity to run around a little bit and get some studs. $40,000. Now that we have score times 8, it's no longer beyond the realm. The next amount we need is 4,500,000 studs. We probably could get that done in the next 3 free play levels. I would have 8 million if the score modifiers worked in the bonus level, but unfortunately they don't. Of course, it would only require maybe 25 minutes of my time to run through the bonus level several times to get more than enough. Let's go this direction now. I missed whatever that was. That's fine, there's a bunch of stuff over there I missed anyways. So, it's not really an issue to miss things. We'll probably have to run around the entire world several times. Here's the object. We have it.
Did you bring me the pinecone bomb I asked for? Thank you very much. This should make short work of that blocked drain I have at home.
Block drain. There you go, get this purple stud for sure. 150,000 studs. 80,000 right there. So next destination, I'd like to be able to jump down there, but I don't think I can make it that way. I may have to work my way backwards, or I may have to just fly to the location. Let's go in here and see about this. What's the goal here? Flather my vanity sevenfold to find my prize of whitest gold. Is that what mithril is? Is it some kind of... so I have to point to her. Is mithril some kind of white gold? I wish you could just hit the right bump and in free play mode in the overworld. There we go. Let's get all these trees. This is a unique LEGO design. I haven't seen this. Or I may have seen it, but I don't recognize it if I have. Definitely a design that should get reused. There's so many little things that have been designed over the years that you could just remaster, like LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, one of their very first games. You could just remaster it by adding in all the elements and puzzles that you wouldn't have thought of at that point, and you could probably double the length of that game. And the Complete Saga is incredibly long already, and what they could also certainly do is just change all the levels about. I'm not opposed to a complete remake that's actually a complete remake of a game where everything's new. the story's the same, but everything else is new. And I'm not even really upset if the story changed a little bit. Let's see, this guy, pull this. I think there's one, there's a couple left here. 234,000. Yeah, I have 6 out of 7 done. I think what I need is Legolas to shoot this one. There we go. Another mithril brick down. And yet the indicators keep pointing. See, and if you were in an area like that... Oh, there's another puzzle, it seems like. Maybe it's daytime? You have to come here? Or something? Because it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Let's see. Can I make it to the Goblin drop? I don't think I can. Can I make it? Let's just fly to this section. We've got a lot of mithril bricks and quests getting pointed out. Yeah, it's pretty useless without the toggle. Without the quest and mithril bricks being separate things, it's just pointing to everything on the map. Let's go to this one. That was nice and easy. Let's go to this one. Gotta switch to Radagast. Heal him. This really feels like an area where we didn't ever actually walk through it, or we maybe quickly moved along the edge of it, and that was it. Next one, we have a couple of quests. So let's see what you want.
My young lads always wanted a tree house, but the trees around here are so high up. I find the idea a little dangerous. Call me overly protective, but I'm sure he could have just as much fun with something closer to the ground. What do you think? Is there something you could make to get the best of both worlds?
Like a bounce house, or is it a tree house on the ground? Do I have enough of everything? I hope I do. I'm not gonna check. I'm just gonna go in stupidly blind. Fortunately, I did. Now, there's nothing to increase the amount of loot we get. It simply will be down to a matter of studs. I guess I want to do this as fast as possible, because if I do get all 20,000 studs here, that might multiply it times 8. So, 8 times 20,000 would be another 160,000. Does it change anything, the fact that we can, it's hiding the pieces that you have to select from while it's still building? I guess a very astute person could memorize that. So I got 20,000 there. 20,000 times 8 gets multiplied quite nicely.
That's close to the ground. Yes, this is perfect. Oh, I'm sure my boy will complain that he still can't climb the tall trees, but he asked for a treehouse, and a treehouse is what we've made him. Oh, I do love a good technicality.
Technicalities.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so next one's in this
Saw something
area.
sparkly in that cave over there.
Thanks for telling me. That's an interesting way.
Got a moment. Spiders. I hate spiders. Crawling about my kitchen like they own the place. But I've found their little nest, and I'm going to crawl all over their kitchens. By which I mean, I'm going to beat them up. You coming?
Yeah, that's not an appropriate response. Alright. There we go. 10.
Oh, by my beard, do I hate spiders. Oh, thanks for helping me thin them out. I'll give you a bellow if I need any more of the little blighters pummeling.
So next quest, where are we? Where are we? Well, let's, I guess, go to that location. Is this a multi-exited area? Can I exit like through a doorway that's somewhere here? This is a giant area. Obviously at some point they were gonna have a spiders. Right. Move on forward. There's some kind of something or other over here, so let's... How do we get there? What are we doing here? I see... I can't reach that. So you have to be up higher. You have to be up higher. Probably means you need to go that way. So let's try that. A couple different locations. Give me all that. I want those studs. Yeah. Here we go.
Hello again, fellow exterminator. Thanks again for helping me thin out those spiders. But it looks like we missed one. And a big one at that. The Queen. If we don't take her down a peg, she'll only keep those blighters coming. So, when you're ready...
Alright, we're going to take on the Queen. As soon as the door opens. So what's the trick here? Do I switch to somebody who can team up? Okay, it's one of these. Hey, this is the first time I've seen the QuickTime event work this way. 2. Yeah, I've never had to actually tap the button to fill in a bar. It's just been tapping for random amounts every other time. Queen go. She ran away until we killed some of her bigger spider friends. There we go. Yeah, this is a full-on fight. This is a full-on fight. Just like missing from the game. Hidden in a section where you very easily may never play this. I mean, any legitimate video game player, or a kid in particular, would have never played this because they would have been so disappointed with the story mode, which is what the game throws at you first, and you really can't escape it very easily. That they would have probably put it away and snapped the disc in frustration. I don't know how many kids would really snap their own video game discs. Probably some, but I would say a lot of them. Because they could always take it back to trade-in store, GameStop, or whatever. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but you need a sword to defeat him. And since he's not holding a sword right now, all I could do was distract him. Take the killing blow, good.
Oh, by the beard of Durin, do I hate those spiders. But with the queen gone, they should finally get the message and scurry off to somewhere else. Either that, or they'll come and exact horrible revenge on us both. I'll be sleeping with one eye open.
Alright, where am I? I am here. If I could find Bert the Troll, that would be nice. Give me the Bert the Troll. Which way would that be? This way? No, I don't think so. I don't think I can just walk through this section and then walk out another section. No, I can. No, he is in here. There you go. Hey, there's a flying pig. Let's see. Flying pig. Makes good meat, I guess. Is anybody else around here? Horse and carrot, I guess, is our next goal. There's a character here too we could go to. Is it worth it to run around here or fly? I think it's kind of worth it to run around, because with every step we take, we potentially get a few more studs to help fund our inevitable purchase of something else. Thought for a second there I might be able to bounce to the top of that point and be on a different path. This area gives me the feeling, I think falsely, that there are a bunch of other paths when there really aren't. Which I would say is probably decent level design. Shocking considering the game we're playing. 500,000. What do you want?
I'm sure someone's been pinching carrots from the stash I keep for the horses. Either that or they sprouted legs and walked away. I can't ask the poor horses to press on an empty stomach, especially with demonic walking carrots running free. You couldn't spare a few normal carrots, could you?
How many carrots does she want? 50? I can give you 50.
That's very good of you. Thank you. I'll be sure to chop these little devils up in a jiffy before they get a chance to wander off as well. It's not much, but please, take this as payment.
A mithril brick? Well, if mithril is white gold, that probably is much. Next. See, I guess after that brick we could just run down this direction into here. And if we make it much further than that, I'll be surprised since we're getting close. Need Radagast. Heal this poor mole. Next is this guy. So let's go purchase him. There is an achievement for turning into his bear form, which will be interesting to see how that works. In LEGO Marvel it was holding down Y, but holding down Y does something different, so I'm not sure. Here's his house as it is in the overworld. So let's switch to him. Where was he? Born. Here he is. Hold down Y. Mount. Hold down B. B does it. What's our next location? I suppose he might be a little bit helpful as far as getting from point A to point B a little bit faster. Of course he can't talk to anybody. So I have to hold B to switch him back, which then probably wastes a little time.
Most people fear the one-armed orc, but I think he's just misunderstood. Thought I could cheer him up a bit with this fake armor built from twigs and goat hair. He'd like that, wouldn't he? I know a place where his company passes through all the time, but it's dangerous even for orcs. Be a pal and watch my back, would you?
Okay. So what's gonna attack? Other orcs? Or wargs? Or spiders? Spiders. Spiders are good choice there, that way we don't run into confusion. Unlike Shadow of Mordor, where the orcs and the orcs were fighting each other constantly, I really don't think that would work in a LEGO game. It would be too complicated, too confusing. You need clear good guys, bad guys for a kid's game. Or at least usually preferable. You can have a little bit of thought-provoking news. What's the word I'm trying to say? Middle ground there, I guess would be. It's not the word I'm trying to think of, but some people could be enemies of one team and not the others. And we do have a little bit of that in this story, even. It's like the elves are pretty much enemies to everybody else. You could certainly make the argument from what I get that we are going to be attacked by some of these guys. Interesting. That the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit do make a philosophical argument that humans have ruined this world and elves and the ants, the walking trees, and everybody else
That was an ordeal,
alright
wasn't
to
it?
give up on them
If that's
and
the
not
kind
help.
of company Azog keeps, then no wonder he's so grumpy all the time. Now, find a cushion or something to hide this arm behind. Cheers for the help.
So, unfortunately, it has been an hour again. We made good progress here. I mean, when you look here in this middle section, in one recording, we have mostly emptied that middle section. Over here is mostly empty. It's still got some stuff. We're gonna have to go back into day mode. Over in this area, Rivendell particular, we need to focus a little bit. Here, some more stuff to get. We have a new item to deliver. We've got an item, a mithril brick, and a character to get too. So it feels a lot like starting now. We're just going to be cleaning up the pieces with every move, which is good. It's good that we've made that turn. With score times 8, playing the next extra free play level will also give us the a significant amount of score. Probably, I would guess, a couple million at minimum of studs. That moves us nice till scores times 6, and once we have score times 6, we just need to figure out where the score times 8 modifier is. We're at 63.70%, and I think we've got the ball rolling now, so we could get everything else. I don't see how anything short of a buggy game, which this is a buggy game, so anything short of a bug, I think we've got this in the bag. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.